essential oils, I'm just gonna let you know.
I don't think he smelled all of them, so there's a lot.
Great, it's not coming up. I don't know. I added Josh, and I don't know how to.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, you probably have much sleep at all.
Okay, so whoever wants to hold it, or is Kevin holding it? Are you holding it? For live? Kevin.
It'd probably be better to have Kevin doing it because this one.
All right. So it's already going?
Okay. Yep, here you go.
Did you see my water bottle on the table?
Oh, I got it back.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
You go.
Where is Sunset? She was supposed to let me know if she could help us here. Ah, she isn't coming. Ah, this lockdown has her canceling literally last minute. I don't even know where our guest is.
Place word with my presence. I was invited to this panel last year, but due to unforeseen circumstances, I lost my father and was forced to reside in this crystal garden. But now I have returned, and am ready to teach these minions how to be proper minions.
King Sombra, why are you late again? You were late to the audition, too.
A king arrives precisely when he means to. This guard, on the other hand, has no discipline for punctuality.
Okay, whatever. Hey, wait a minute. They are not minions. They are future career villains. And you are going to help me teach them how to be villains, not minions.
Ah, the villains of the future, eh? I suppose with Equestria's recent change in leadership, we do require some new opposition, especially considering Princess Sparkle's prior experience. This change in leadership does pose some problems.
Yes, and with this new leadership, there are no villains anymore. Equestria is in dire need of some villains to come out of the shadows and stop getting themselves killed.
Or being seduced by the magic of friendship. I'm here to teach these children how to be villains properly. If I recall correctly, Lord T-Rex's last attempt at an evil protege didn't turn out so well. Something I imagine you remember all too well, don't you, Counselor?
Don't remind me of what happened. I just wanted to stay far away from it all.
And your solution to that was getting captured by one of your own school children? No wonder you needed an assistant for this class.
I just needed someone to help me while Sunset was gone. I still can't believe she abandoned us as this class was starting. What kind of friend does that?
What's going on? Where am I? Headmaster Starlight. King Sombra, he's back and he's taken over my mind. I don't know how long I have, but you need to warn Princess who?
Celestia? I don't imagine you'll get much help from a willing advocate.
What was that?
A momentary lapse in concentration, nothing more.
Well, whatever. Just keep it under control. We have a whole class of villains to teach.
Well, I suppose you would be used to that. This seems to be, if I recall correctly, about double the size of your original town.
I had 20 ponies in my town. I'll have you know, it was very successful.
Yes,
Every pony loved to be equal.
Yes, until the princess arrived and destroyed your entire place by stumbling upon it.
We are not talking about that. Nobody needs to know. I told you to keep that a secret.
Oh, like the secret that you kept with a little bit of makeup?
Beats being dead.
At least I had to be killed to be eliminated as a threat. You held all the cards when you tried to change time, and yet you surrendered.
Well, you know what? At least I'm in my own body. I mean, what even are you? A ghost? Woo, spooky.
The term is raised, you insolent child. If this is the state of Equestria's education, it is a wonder this nation wasn't conquered centuries ago.
Oh, like you would know?
I ruled over the Empire for many decades before Celestia and Luna came and took it away.
Well, how am I supposed to know that? I'm not an old mare like you.
Old mare. I believe this generation would know something about misgendering people.
I'm still alive.
And what have you done with your living time?
I am on a long con, as you can tell. I am posing as the head mare of a school where I secretly teach every pony there, every creature there, how to be proper villains.
Yes, I suppose you would know about a long con. This does seem to be dragging on a bit.
This class is an hour long,
Fair enough. I will concede that.
which means you're stuck here, helping me, not hindering.
Isn't that the role of a villain? To hinder their opposition?
No, sometimes working together is the way to go. As if you would know.
Working together, that sounds an awful lot like friendship.
No, not quite. It's, what's the word I'm looking for here? Working towards the greater good with minions. There we go.
So which one of us do you suppose is the minion?
Well, isn't it obvious?
Yes, let's see. Which one of us ruled over an empire for 1,000 years and still has an entire people shudder at the mention of their name? And who is a headmaster of a school to teach camaraderie and the very thing you fought against?
Of course, we're going there again. Always want to go there, bringing up the school. I told you, it's a long con. It's gonna take some time, but eventually every creature's going to love me and follow me, and every creature is gonna want to give me their cutie marks. So we're all equal. You know, equality unites us.
Yes, equality except for you. Do I need, apologies for repeating the point again, but do I need to bring up the makeup?
No, my makeup looks fabulous right now.
Believe it all you want. Perhaps someday it will be true.
You know what? We're going to move on since some pony doesn't know when to just let it go. I don't want to hear that song. Who started that? Sorry, Starlight.
better than anyone that there is no greater evil than Disney.
Can't argue with that. But nobody needs to keep watching Frozen. I'm the afterwards watch. So how about we move on to our first slideshow, which, sunset put together, but just happened to. She abandoned us this year.
Just like a minion. And let someone else take the credit. Really, you should be thanking her.
I did not take the credit this time, but our other slideshow I definitely made. So, I present to
Down
you.
there learning with the rest of them.
I present to you the steps of villainry. I don't know if you can see it from that far away. Old age must have you be blind.
Say that again.
Old age makes you blind. King Sombra. Oh, sorry. Minion Sombra.
Let us move on.
All right. The steps of villainry. Step 1. Find a motive. I mean, do you really need a big motive? This life-changing motive? I just decided every pony needed to be the same because when you're different, you lose the friendship. I learned a long time friendship is just not worth it. Are you going to read this one or am I doing all the work?
Your friend was the one who put together this brochure.
Oh, so I have to do all the work. I see how it is.
Just like a minion.
I resent that.
You resemble that.
I'm just gonna move on before this gets out of hand. You're supposed to be helping me. Step 2, make a plan. And for any pony who has been here to our past classes knows that making a plan is very important. And we also have some ideas for those of you who don't have enough brain cells. You should be. Ideas include releasing living jello to eat your enemies, throwing a singing competition. I'm not sure how that worked out so well. Stealing someone else's wedding. That actually sounds fun. A wedding crasher?
Apparently this has turned into a TLC program.
Or helping your pen pal break out of prison. Well, see,
More of
why would she put that failed experiment in here? Obviously, proteges weren't working.
As we can attest. This is what, the 4th, 5th attempt that you've had at this path?
This is the 4th. And I wouldn't say attempt. I actually filled a really big room in 2018. And I'm quite proud of it. Step 3, be prepared to fight. I mean, if you're not prepared to fight for what you want, like Equestria, or how this chair keeps being in my way.
If you aren't prepared to fight, create an army to do it for you.
Yes, I was well on my way with 20 ponies, but Twilight and her little friends decided to ruin it. Step 4, make a backup plan. And as you all know, I am notorious for having backup plans to backup plans. I mean, this isn't even my laptop.
She stole it from Mama Bear's room.
Shh! I don't want to say that. I'm quite proud of the thievery. Look at this! Stealing my thunder! I'll steal your cutie mark later.
You can't steal it from a siren.
Ooh, that's a new thing. I'm gonna call her Ducky. All right, step 5. What? How do we never know what step 5 is?
Always profit.
Ah! 4 years and we've never known what step 5 is. We normally don't get past this, and we just kind of dream. I have no ideas.
Unfortunately, I don't know. After that, it's simply taking over.
I guess we'll just move on. Maybe plan for step 5 will come to me. Since this one's useless.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
I've already burned a bunch of bridges. It was a lot of fun. Step 6, take over Equestria.
Yes,
Now clap, minions. And all else fails, there's step 7, have an escape plan. AKA reform and wait for a new chance to strike. I'm already doing that. In short, don't... What? What? I can't believe that Sunset would do that!
Yes, how humiliating to see yourself doing it.
I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that. Wow, Ducky, that was a loud one. Oh, Fluttershy. We got your duck. So in short, do what I did, don't do what he did. That's how you end up dead and as a spooky ghost.
Again, the term is rape!
Oh, save it. Not like any ponies paying attention.
What? I'm sorry.
Exactly. But you know, I have a much better slideshow than what Sunset made. I mean, I made this one. And yes, I can take all the credit because I actually did it.
Be prepared to be disappointed.
How is that disappointing? It's glorious. Exactly. You should be clapping.
Exactly why it's disappointing. It isn't the equal sign that you seemed to embrace.
At least I'm teaching. And apparently I have minions who clap when I tell them to clap. That's obviously best running. All right. This is the slideshow I made. I'm taking all the credit. See? What not to do to be a villain. PowerPoint by Starlight Glimmer. I know. It was all me.
We believe you.
I hope so. 1, don't be kind to your enemies. You don't want to be nice to your enemies, then they aren't really your enemy. And certainly do not show them mercy. They might return stronger and defeat you. And we all have experience with that.
Yes, I suppose you would.
They defeated you too.
I didn't leave them to live.
They're still alive. I'm just gonna move on. See? A glorious pose. Yes. I made sure to slip a picture in there. Even though my cutie mark's actually more fabulous. I'll wear it. Don't go take over anything without a plan. As we established in our steps of villainry, you need plans. Do not try to take over Equestria or even Canterlot without some sort of plan. If you go in without a plan, you will surely be defeated by your enemy. Obviously, we know who it's going to be. It's always Twilight, no measly little things.
Every single time.
See, this is something we can agree on. And have a backup plan and a backup plan to your backup plan. Can't have too many backup plans. I can't stress this enough. Have 100 backup plans. Like, seriously. Seriously. Can't even tell you. Put your hand down. I see that. We are not to questions and answers yet. All right. Don't go in alone. Make sure you have built yourself a much better army than your enemy. Last thing you want is to be outnumbered. Make sure you outnumber them by at least 10 to 1.
Then you should be just fine against 2 opponents.
I had 20 ponies in my town!
Precisely outnumbered 10 to 1. If you may have a 3rd pony, then you might be in trouble.
I can't even argue that he's got math skills. I guess your one brain should cell and that crystal guard is actually working. Must be an overdrive, though.
Yet, do you believe this? The headmaster of an academy doesn't know math.
I do know math, because on top of the 20 ponies I had in my town, I got an entire school! They'll all do my bidding.
Yes, because students and children would make for a perfect army. They know all about discipline and taking orders.
Yes, which brings us to, if you have a way to sabotage your enemy's numbers before the main battle, be sure to do so.
I find that mind control is particularly effective.
Just don't do it on me. I don't deserve it.
No, you don't.
I'm so adorable. 4, don't leave the princesses alone. You must watch your prisoners at all times and make sure to have many powerful guards to guard them, or they could break out of their prison and take back their kingdom. That wouldn't be good. I feel like I shouldn't have to mention this. Seriously, who leaves the prisoners alone so they can figure out a way to escape? No matter what history book you read, no matter what battle you're part of, all the scrolls, they always leave the prisoners alone, and that's how they escape and are defeated.
Or they leave them abandoned with no other block than a wooden door.
Yes, y'all know wooden doors just can be broken down.
And yet you still got defeated by a baby dragon. You still got defeated by a baby dragon.
At least I wasn't defeated by a wee little baby.
Yes, you were defeated by your own people after your lie was revealed.
Cozy little kind of counts as a baby, and she stuck you in a prison.
The prison was preferable than being around her. See, it's all under control, obviously.
Again, if you tell yourself that, perhaps one day you believe it.
Don't stop until you have conquered the world. Who stops at just a town or city? Make sure you gather some minions to finish taking over the world. No one wants just a small kingdom to rule. You must have it all.
They want to conquer the world. Go outside the world. The entire universe.
This one has the right idea.
Yeah, this one has the right idea. I'm glad after 4 years we finally influenced you. Stand up. Everybody clap. We have a new one. This to do to be a villain? I know, I'm fantastic, he didn't help. He was late to the audition, like a lot of others.
And you were harping on me about bringing up old thoughts.
Well, you are old. I'm just gonna put this back. Because I like the picture. It's an adorable little version of me. Nobody likes the red one. So, we just went through both of our slideshows. I mean, yeah.
No! I won't let you do this! Starlight, you have to... No. Wait up! After everything Twilight has done for you, the princesses here of this treason, they will do nothing! They will do nothing, soldier, because you will tell them nothing. You are nothing but my vessel, my puppet, my crystal slave.
A momentary lapse in concentration, huh?
His will is stronger than I hoped. Ready a memory wipe spell as soon as we're finished here. The spell grows weaker. I will not regain control again.
Okay.
But no matter. Let us make use of the time we still have. And take down the ridiculous flag holder at it. I don't want the dog.
It's pretty perfect, huh? Happy now? So I'm not.
Yes, spreading hate. The way of living.
Well, since we have how long now? 30 minutes left? Okay. We will open the floor to questions and answers, and if any of you do not raise your hand and get called on, just start shouting, I will ignore you. All right, who has a question? Trixie!
Starlight! So, as your very best friend, I'm totally cool with the thing, with your plan of, taking over Equestria using Twilight's old school, because now she's princess, ruler, whatever. I just have one question. What are we going to do with Sunburst? Because, we kind of made him the vice mayor, and he might tell on us to the princesses.
I kind of have that taken care of. I may have had a dungeon installed in school.
Finally taking a page out of my book.
Oh, so that's why I haven't seen you recently. I was wondering about that. Okay.
I had to make sure Sunburst Senpai would notice me. I'm pretty sure he did now.
Okay. Awesome. Good plan.
All this for the affection of a star. What a noble and truly evil goal.
Over there. Yes.
If you are going to take over Equestria, you're going to use children and force them to do that. So are you going to use my people, or are you just going to bribe them with candy?
I mean, if bribing with candy works, it's a cheaper option than I was going to use. I mean, who needs to play place when you have candy? Okay, we have a microphone. Thank you.
A useful minion.
Finally, yeah. Useful minions, that's what they're for.
Can we get a round of applause for
You, straight in front of me.
So since all of us are bronies, you could probably bribe us with pony cards.
I mean, that gets a little pricey. Have you seen the vendor hall?
Even the coffers of the Crystal Empire are not that endless.
Oh, what?
Line up
microphone.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, line up at the
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, please line up at the microphone if you want to ask a question.
That works.
It was mentioned earlier that children probably wouldn't be a good idea, but what about Cozy Glow? Look at what she did.
We're not talking about Cozy Glow. She failed epically. And yes, children are actually perfect minions because they crawl into smaller spaces to break into windows and castles, small doors.
Good
And they're
spies.
cute and adorable, so you never suspect that they're actually evil minions.
Yes, they make good spies and infiltrators, I will give you that. But on soldiers on the battlefield, not so much.
All right, our newest future career.
But before I ask, I will share I was supposed to be wearing black robes, but I ran out of time to do a costume change.
Does it look like I'm in black either? I have pastellist coloritis. I mean,
Touche!
Well, in lines of minions, why just stop at having other people do it? Why don't you just build some machinery to do it? Like troopers. Machine of troopers that polyurethane all that.
because our community and our world is wrapped around magic and being a unicorn, as you can tell, magic just works better than a machine. Yes. Yes.
Have y'all thought about using camouflage? You'll look like Laffy Taffy. Randy Smith, you see you coming to the apple orchard from a mile away. Is that you?
I blended.
Until they see your red eyes.
Yeah, but they'll probably think you're a janitor. Just brushing the head.
Yeah, you look like a fantastic janitor. Are you going to stay after this class to clean up? We should all make a mess in here so he cleans it up. Anybody else? Just come on up to the microphone. Just make a line. Man.
So I thought about taking over, and it sure would be fun. But then you have to rule over all the people, and that sounds like work. How would you stay motivated after the conquering is done?
Well, obviously, when you sit there upon the throne like a proper queen would, being a queen has the weight of the world on their shoulders. I mean, being worshipped to do nothing would be nice, but I prefer to get my hooves dirty.
Indeed.
Sometimes.
Taking over the world is easy compared to actually running.
Yep.
That's what a board of directors is for. Or a council.
With your whole entire equalizing the whole entire world thing, why do you stop at just pony marks? Why not take away Pegasus's flight? Of course, magic, because that would make everybody equal, because that's what Amon did.
That is a very good question. Why don't you?
Yeah!
Because if you take away the wings, the magic, and the strength, because Earth ponies are stronger, how else are we going to build my empire?
I know.
Did you think of that? Are you
because basically alicorns, unicorns, and Pegasuses, they're powerful, they get worshipped, and what the Earth ponies get? Nothing. They are just farmers, and they get nothing. They're
Again, Earth ponies are physically stronger. That's why they make good farmers. They have to beat the army and all the rest.
But if you made everybody Earth ponies, wouldn't like everybody be strong and you can make your buildings and other things?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to alter this, if they're a unicorn, a Pegasus, or Earth pony, why alter that? We need all kinds of different skills to build a statue of me because I'm awesome.
But why wouldn't you have... But I know a way better villain with the whole entire equalizer thing. Okay, he died, I think, but
just like him?
Yeah. I wouldn't know. He drowned. I guess they're kind kind of right, but how about just give that to the prisoners? Prisoners. There you go, Charles. Bye.
Oh, goodness, do let the princesses. I told you no princesses.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Actually, I had a quick question. So, on your slideshow it said you were planning to capture the princesses, and I assume that includes somehow isolating or eliminating the threat of the main six. But have you considered that besides Twilight and her friends and princesses, there could be other threats? After all, you, Trixie, Discord, and Thorax defeated Chrysalis, so who's to say other ponies or creatures like maybe Smolder or Lyra and Bonbon or Dr. Hoops can't stop you once you've tried to take over Equestria?
Background ponies? You think background ponies are
It's possible.
And Discord's on my side. He loves me more than Fluttershy.
First of all, background ponies could take you down because they have the element of surprise. And also, why don't you just have Sunset Shimmer, Trixie, and all the other powerful unicorns, put them under a mind spell, and then use them to do some kind of evil magic thing, or take their magic away like a T-Rex, so then you can become like a super powerful. So why don't you just take everyone's magic?
That's kind of what I do. When I steal a pony's cutie mark, they don't have as powerful of magic, especially if they're a unicorn. It's just...
What about alicorns?
I haven't tried it on an alicorn.
T-Rex already tried to That would be good, sir.
Well, I mean, does she really count? She wasn't born that. She discovered herself later in life. That's perfectly okay.
But it's an ego.
My ego's bigger than hers.
How do we filter out the minions that will take over from us to become villains themselves, while also making sure that our minions are competent to achieve our own goals?
That is a very difficult line to balance. The answer is fear. If they fear you more than they fear the enemy, they will never attempt to take over.
But if they also fear you more than the enemy, they could turn on you very easily. You must rule over your minions with respect as well, because, I mean, if they respect you, they won't turn on you. Well, hello, I don't know which one you are, but hi.
That's not important right now. Please report, however, Starlight, King Sombra. I'm so disappointed in you. You're giving this to give lectures to future villains. You have lost. We have been undefeated the entire time. You speak of the long con. Why stick at one?
Because I was working more than 2 episodes.
We already own one. We even have the great Lester Stossel the Bearded as a vice chancellor and to draw more students here. You don't need mind control. You need presentation.
As if I'm not presenting enough. I mean, did you see the slideshow? It was perfect. The second one.
Okay, so hi. I have just a small question. So say you've got your evil empire and you're running it and everything, and a pony who is more evil tries to take it from you. If you fight that pony, do you become the good guys then?
Ooh.
Yo, so Sombra's a wraith and can theoretically take over anybody. Why does he always choose the cute male guards?
Because he's not worth more than that.
The guards are not paying attention to you. I need time to learn their tricks.
I feel like absolute kindness is better because
Who would turn on their friend when someone wished to help their friend? Get other peoples to help this friend. This individual that is just so nice and caring and giving.
Remember how that turned out for Cozy Glow?
That's because she's slipped.
And who needs friends who will try and take the power from you or try to share it? The power should all be mine. Obviously.
Give it to you. You would have to take it. They would convince themselves that they want to do this. Because why wouldn't they help you?
I think we failed this one. Talking about friendship? I think we failed you. You'll be a minion forever.
We wrote this class. Working against friendship was the first thing we discussed.
Okay, I guess this is Minion 101 now.
So I was right the first time. Again, Equestria's education.
Still beats dying. Spooky ghost.
Rain.
Spooky. It's almost spooky season.
A little early for that, don't you think?
Never too early.
Never. It's never too early. I mean, you're in a costume. Oh, hi, Fluttershy. You didn't hear my plan, did you?
Starlight, King Sombra, Discord and I host a meeting every Thursday for reformed villains. And if you ever feel like you need to come against some of your trust, feel free to drop by.
Can you give me your address? I'm looking for a new place to burn to the ground.
Can I get some water? Don't inhale saliva. It kind of hurts.
They'll hydrate.
Another round of applause for Papa.
Yeah.
Dying is not on the agenda. I don't want to end up like you. What is
Better to die a villain than live to see yourself.
Yes, but every villain is the hero of their own story.
You had access to a time travel spell. Why stop at just stopping the rain boom? Why not simply go back in time and stop them from ever being born?
I mean,
I like the way you think.
I do too. I like the way you think. However, I was still testing the magic. I had to see if the long-term effects.
Then do that before your enemy shows up. How long are you sitting there waiting in that chair for her to arrive?
Not as long as you think, but that's what a good book's for.
Start small. Go step on a butterfly.
We all have to start small. We have to practice. Even practicing your evil laugh is a good thing. That was not nearly enough laughing. I'll give you some work. That was pathetic. Oh man, we have the other one.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's it. Big fan, mind control and everything. Have you just realized how gullible ponies are? A little bit of song, a little bit of a dance, sign this line here. You can just take money from them. Just take all of it. And you don't explode.
I will not demean myself as to sing.
Hey, I haven't been exploded by a pink pretty pony princess, so just saying, man.
I will concede that point.
That's all. Thank you.
I mean, a little song and dance actually went kind of a long way, didn't it?
Every good villain has
Yeah, every good villain has a song.
Hi. So, Starlight, I just want to give you a heads up. I'm not sure if your dungeon plan with Sunburst worked very well, because I just got a text from him, just wondering where you were, so we can go over the fall schedule at the school. Oh, and he's also wondering if we've seen a crystal guard anywhere. Apparently, one is missing, and Kate was asking if they've seen one.
I don't know him.
She didn't seem to recognize him when he was right in front of her.
Yeah, so I just thought I'd let you know, as you know, best friend, and I guess your new top lieutenant for your new empire.
I'll have to catch him again.
Okay.
Fine, I'll reinforce the prison. Didn't think he'd escape in the first place.
Did you leave the dungeon unguarded?
No, she took a page out of Arkham's book.
Any other questions? We still have some time. Or am I going to have to sit here and, I don't know, make fun of all of you? Oh, it's so weird. You need to work on all of your costumes if you want to be proper villains.
I did say I wanted to change mine, but didn't have the time. What do you expect from me?
Perfection!
Don't listen to her. In the wilderness, dark blue blends in better with the night sky than black.
It's true.
You should always listen to me. At least I come back next year.
All right. Can we get a pros and cons versus mind control versus indoctrination?
Mind control doesn't require any persuasion. You exert your will, and they act on it. Simple, straight to the point.
Mine are more loyal.
I like
A
that.
simple knock to the head to their one brain cell won't make them lose their mind control.
All right.
I called your minions brainless.
Mind control tends to do that. It limits their effectiveness if they break it.
Then don't break it. Oh wait, you couldn't even manage that.
Don't tempt me. Any other questions, or will I have to sit here listening to this inane headmaster for the next 10 minutes?
Sorry, I followed her over you.
See?
Yeah.
Let's take a poll. Who wants to follow me? And who wants to follow this one?
This is why we need mind control. Their opinions don't matter when their mind is yours.
You would need a scarier growl to control me.
That's true. It's kind of weak. I've heard baby dragons grow better than that. See? Aw, there you're a little puppy. I could just pinch your little cheeks. Obviously, the ones leaving are minions. True villains stay for the whole class. Woo!
Yeah. Business.
Oh, we have a
Do you get it? Do you guys have nicknames for all of the main six? Both of you.
Annoying. Really annoying.
Okay.
It was really annoying.
Take a wild guess. There we go.
What about Spike?
That thing.
The dragon that whooped your butt.
Yeah.
We do not speak that title in my presence.
Yep.
No other questions?
That's astounding. Usually I have a line knowing how it's over.
Have we told you nothing?
Apparently we taught them everything because they don't don't have questions. They understand all of it.
Yay!
You forgot. Step 5 is and always shall be profit.
Step
The
6
answer
is
is
taking
always
over
profit.
Equestria. Step 7 is profit.
Then put it in your slideshow next time.
I didn't make this slideshow. And I'm going to send this video, because we're doing video, I'm sending it to Sunset so she learns that there is actually a step 7.
Huh. Will you be teaching the unicorns magic, or are you gonna just let us fend for ourselves and then easily get destroyed by the main 6? Or are you going to give us weapons, armor, or are we just gonna go out and are we going to be mind controlled, or are we going to be our friend?
So being part of my minion army, I'm not going to teach you a ton of like really powerful magic. I don't want you to use it against me. And
is she your minion?
No.
Am I?
No, of course not. You're
her best friend.
Once all that spreading dissent is Octavia, a true baby.
They get clapping, why don't I have clapping? More claps than you. Are you gonna get more followers?
I have another one. So, since there's so many villains in Equestria, why just stop at equestrian villains? Why not expand? There's plenty of others I can.
The story. And we all know how that ended. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Need I go on?
What is this, the Mickey Mouse Club?
Never mind that.
Mouse, but brainwashes toddlers.
Yeah, they get villain of them all.
Again, nothing more evil than Disney.
We have time for one more question.
All right. So the expansion thing, and part to her question. After you expand out of Equestria, which other universe would you pick first to expand?
Yours.
Yes,
So the Star Wars universe.
yes, the dark side of the Force. Quite the potential.
Oh, the Empire does.
I mean, they're filled with sheep. I mean, minions, yeah.
Okay, got you guys.
I'm not talking this much. No. I will be in a lot of trouble.
Fearing your own minions now? Not very villainous of you.
I'm not afraid of the minions. It's her.
Afraid of the duck now? Even less villains.
Yeah, I don't think she's necessarily talking about the duck.
All right, I just got confirmation last time. So that wraps up Villain 101.
Glimmer, you are under arrest. We're treated to the... Where am I? What's going on? Hey, Master Starlight? What are you doing here?